Hello, thank you for joining. My name is Haley. If I haven't met you, we're going to get started on our backs today. You can find a comfortable lying down position. We're actually going to start with our feet planted. They can come to the edges of your mat, and then you can let the knees rock together. So just a gentle release of your low back. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And starting to connect your body to your mat. Breath in through the nose. And breath out through the mouth. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let the breath start to slow down here. Every inhale fills up your entire body. Every exhale softens the body onto your mat. Begin to make your breath audible. Sealing the lips here. In your Ujjayi pranayama, your breath constricted at the back of your throat. And like you're fogging up a mirror. Feeling that heating sensation in the throat, in the chest, in the belly. Take a deep inhale in. Open mouth side out. Start to rock the knees side to side. Windshield wiping the legs. And then hug the knees into your chest. Then the knees come to the armpits. Take yourself into a happy baby pose. Hands can grab the outside edges of feet. Maybe ankles, maybe behind the knees. Gently rock side to side. And release the left foot. Lengthen the leg. Right knee comes under the left hand. Cross the leg over the left leg. Come into a supine twist. Right arm can stretch out to a T. And gaze may shift over the right hand. Think about pressing the right hip to the front of the room to lengthen through the right side of the body. And come back through center. Hug the knees into the armpits, happy baby. Take a couple rocks side to side. And then lengthen the right leg long. Cross the left knee over the body. Take a supine twist. Left arm out to a T. Gaze can shift over to the left side. Press the left hip point to the front of the room. Feel that opening along the upper glutes, the low back. Come back through center. Knees hug into the chest. And then lengthen the heels up to the top of the room, palms face down. Press your low back into the ground. And then start to slowly lower the heels down to the ground. And once the low back wants to start to lift the heels back up to the top. Keep lowering and lifting, following your breath. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. I'm trying to take this as slow as you can. The legs don't have to be super straight. You can have a soft bend. Beginning to warm up the center of your body. Two more rounds here. After your last round, hug the knees in. Take a couple reps up and down the spine. Hands can come behind the knees. Taking about 5 rocks here. Massage out the low back, upper back, mid back. After your last round, meet in Vinyasa boat pose. Legs long, arms can reach out long. Maybe hands down, maybe toes down. Working on hip flexor strength, core strength. And keep the shoulders soft, collarbones broad. Maybe close the eyes here. 2 more rounds of breath here to hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cross at the ankles. Roll over into your tabletop. Once you arrive, take some circles of the body. I'm going to reverse the direction. And come back through center. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We'll flip the right palm back, fingers face the knee. On your next inhale, hold the heart forward, sink the belly, lift the tailbone. Exhale, press the ground away, tuck the chin round the spine, cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Opening up the wrist, the right wrist. Take a couple more rounds of cat and cow on this side. And come back through center. Flip the right fingers forward. And changing out the hands. So left fingers will point back to the knees. Getting a nice stretch in the left wrist. Next inhale, take a cow. Next exhale, cat. Option here to close the eyes. Flowing through a couple more rounds of cat and cows here. Come back through center. Hands neutral. And just take a couple rounds of normal cat and cow here. Traditional. Just to flush out the wrist, flush out the spine. After your second round, last round, tuck the toes. Knees will hover just a couple inches. And keep the gaze right in between the feet. And keep the shoulder blades broad. Press the ground away. Round through the back. If you want a little bit more, you can bend the elbows to the back of the room. I'm working on bicep strength, the arm strength, core strength. One more round of breath here. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a couple petals of the feet. Taking free movement here. So whatever your body is in need of today. Maybe some shakes, some wiggles, some bounces. Once you're ready, settle into your down dog. Press the hands and toes into the ground. Soften the shoulders. Squeeze the forearms. Pull the belly button in and up. Lower the heels to the ground. Find that length all the way from the sits bones to the hamstrings, to the calves, to the heels. Inhale, lift the heels, soften the knees, gaze shifts up. At the count of 10, we'll tiptoe our feet to the top of the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the feet land hips width. This time, palm face up, Padahastasana, gorilla pose. Place the backs of the hands on the ground. Take a generous bend in the knees. Walk the feet onto the hands, so toes will graze the wrists. You can keep the knees bent as much as you'd like or soften them. Let the crown of the head, top of the head be heavy here. You might want to walk out the feet, paw at the hands. And hanging out here. And just feeling a stretch in the backs of the legs and the shoulder blades. Release one hand at a time. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Circle the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart. Inhale to sweep the arms, steeple mudra, pointer finger and thumb are unbound. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, take a side bend over to the right side. Back through center. Side bend to the left. Coming through center. Take a little baby back bend from the upper back. Press the hips, press the thighs forward. And then exhale, release the fingers. Take a fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant the palms. Step your way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet into the ground. Hands walk back about a palm print. Next breath, roll the shoulders down the back. Peel the heart off the mat. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Inhale, press the hands into the mat so much that the hips start to lift, thighs lift. Upward facing dog. Holding here for a couple rounds of breath. Keep pressing the fingertips into the ground to protect the ribs. Shoulders down the back. Neck is long. Keep squeezing the heels together so that the heels aren't splaying apart and affecting the low back. Stay strong through the quads, kneecaps lifted. One more round of breath here. Exhale, make your way into your downward facing dog, maybe through table or high plank, or rolling over the toes. Full breath in, full breath out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, step or hop your way top of the mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale to fold. Arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms rise. Interlace the fingers, steeple mudra. This time, exhale, side bend to the left. Through center, inhale. Exhale, side bend, opposite side. Come back through center. Take a baby back bend. Press the hips and heart forward. And then exhale to release. Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift. Palms plant. Step your way back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway or to the belly. Flip to the tops of the feet, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Exhale, side out. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Root to rise, arms circle overhead. This time, right away, side bend to the right side. Inhale through center. Side bend to the left. And come back through center. Baby back bend here. Releasing into your fold. Halfway lift. This time you can step or hop your way through a chaturanga. If you're hopping back, land with bent arms. Meaning in your downward facing dog. Next breath in, right heel rises. Draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged. Knee to right tricep. Inhale, three-legged. Knee to left tricep. Three-legged dog. Step the foot between the hands. Lower the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale to draw the heart forward. Next exhale, shift the hips back, half splits. And hanging out here just for a couple of moments. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Remember, inhale, lengthen through the spine, create space through every vertebrae, imagining that, and then fold over the front leg. Lower the right toes down. Inhale, Vinyasa, arms rise overhead. Next exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Back a little out of the front knee. Inhale, lengthen through the top of the head. Next exhale, take a prayer twist over to the right. Left elbow catches hold of the right thigh. Inhale back through center. Plant the hands to frame the front foot, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Weight shifts into the front foot so that the left toes start to lift, standing splits top of the mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, take a little squat, so left knee will hover behind the right knee. Soften through the right knee. Inhale, take an L shape. Twice more. Take a little squat. Inhale, L shape. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step the left foot next to the right. Halfway left. And fold. Arms sweep overhead. Right away, side bend over to the left side. Your choice to keep the mudra. Inhale through center. Side bend over to the right. Through center. Slight back bend, optional. Take a fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, step up, float through your chaturanga. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Left heel rises, knee to nose. Three-legged. Knee to left tricep. Three-legged dog. Knee to right tricep. Three-legged. Step the foot through. Right knee lowers and tuck the toes. Inhale to draw the heart forward. Exhale, half splits, hip shift back. Holding here for a couple moments. Shift the right hip back, left hip forward. Hips are squared. Left toe should be flexing towards the face. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to melt over the left leg. And plant the left foot. Bend back through the left knee. Inhale, Vinyasa, arms rise. Draw the hands to your heart. Next breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, catch the right elbow to the left thigh. Prayer twist over to the left. Try to keep elbows and shoulders stacked. Gaze might shift to the sky. Keep hugging your inner thighs together here. Next breath in, rises. The fingers through center. Root through the hands to frame the front foot. Lift the back knee, tuck the toes. Standing splits, right heel lifts. Inhale here. Exhale, Shiva squat, right knee behind the left. Inhale to lengthen, L shape. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. One more time, lengthen, standing splits, L shape. And then step the right foot next to the left. Halfway lift. And fold. Root to rise, arms sweep overhead. Side bend over to the right. Through center. Opposite side. Back through center. Take a little back bend. Right away, fold. Halfway lift. Step, hop, float, chaturanga. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Right heel lifts. Knee to nose. Three-legged up. Knee to right tricep. Three-legged. Knee to left tricep. This time hold here. And kick the foot through. Spin to the inside edge of the left foot. Right or left fingers rise. Right hand rooted. Fallen triangle. Lift the hips up to the top of the room. Holding here. Plant through the left palm. Squeeze the inner thighs together and lift the right heel back to the sky. Three-legged dog. Step the foot between the hands. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, hip shift back, half splits. Plant through the right foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Standing splits. Fold over the front leg. Again, inhale, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, Shiva squat, knee behind knee. Inhale, L shape. Exhale, squat. Once more, inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale to your L shape. This time, step the left toes back, soften through the right knee. Arms rise overhead, Vinyasa, high lunge. Exhale to settle. Lift up through the left heel. Sink a little deeper into the right knee. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Belly button in and up. Soften the shoulders. Reach through the fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale. It's time to bring the right hand to the belly. Left hand comes behind the low back. Working on balancing here. Weight shifts into the right foot. Left toes might need to hop in a little bit. Shift the weight forward. Left toes peel up. Warrior 3 variation. Keep the gaze about a foot in front of the right toes. Lift up through the right hip, lower through the left. Holding here. Soften back through the right knee. Step back, crescent. Plant through the palms. Make your way through a chaturanga. Option to keep right heel floating next to the left. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel lifts. Knee to nose. Three-legged. Knee to left tricep. Three-legged dog. Knee to right tricep. Shoot the leg over to the right side. Spin to the inside edge of the right foot. Right hand peels to the sky. Press the hips and heart to the top of the room. Inhale here. Exhale, soften. Root back through the right palm. Left inner thigh squeezing towards the right leg. Three-legged dog, left heel rises. Footsteps between the hands. Right knee lowers and tuck the toes. Inhale, heart pulls through. Exhale, hips shift back. Left foot plants. Right toes tuck, lift the knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Settling on your exhale. Left hip draws back, right hip forward. Soften the shoulders. Biceps next to the ears. Notice what's happening in your face. Draw the left hand to the belly, right hand to the low back. Weight shifts into the left toe so much that the right heel starts to lift. Lengthen through both of the legs, right toes flexed. Warrior 3 variation. Left hip lifts, right hip lowers. One more round of breath here. And then plant through the palms. Or plant through the right foot. Inhale, Anjaneyasana crescent. And then palms plant. We forgot our standing splits on this side, so we're just going to add this in quick. Right heel lifts. Right knee tucks behind the left Shiva squat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squat. Once more, lengthen. Exhale to squat. Lengthen the right foot back. This time, just mixing it up, so stepping back, and then left foot will meet it. Top of a plank, option to keep left toes lifted. Taking your variation of chaturanga, or heading straight to your downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. 2 more rounds of breath just like that. Inhale to lift the heels, soften the knees, gaze shifts up. Exhale, step or hop the feet, top of the mat. Halfway left. Fold. Arms circle overhead. Side bend to the left side. Through center. Side bend right. Hum through center. Baby back bend. Forward fold. Halfway left. Step hop, float, chaturanga. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Once you're in your down dog, right heel will lift. Draw the knee to nose. Releg. Knee to right tricep. Releg it. Fallen triangle left side, right leg shoots through. Lift the hips up. And then root through the left palm. This time moving into wild thing. So taking this into your three-legged dog, then bend the right knee, open the hip. Wild thing if it's there for you. Today, press into the feet, lift the hips. Reach the right fingers forward. And then draw the right knee into the chest. Step the right toes forward. Left knee lowers. Untuck the toes. Heart draws forward. Hips shift back, half splits. Lower the right toes down. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Standing splits. Next exhale, Shiva squat. Lengthen. Squat. Lengthen. Squat like you're curling up into a ball. Inhale, lengthen. Soften the front knee, step back. Crescent warrior, inhale. Exhale, settle. Right hand to belly, left hand to the low back. Shift the torso forward. Weight shifts into the right foot. Woo. Warrior three. Holding here. Next exhale, soften through the right knee. And then inhale to extend. 2 more times. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, extend. Once more, bend the right knee. Inhale, extend. This time, just soften the front knee, step back, crescent warrior. Exhale takes you into your warrior two, left heel lowers. Reverse your warrior. Keep the right knee bent. Holding here, just feeling this opening along the entire right side of the body. Lengthen through the right leg. Arms meet back at their horizon. Left foot might need to wiggle in a little. Hips shift back. Reach the right fingers as far forward as you can. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand to shin or a block. Left fingertips rise. Pull the right side of the chest over to the left. Try keeping the arms stacked, avoiding pressing into the right leg. Maybe reach the right fingertips forward or over to the left to engage the core. Reverse your warrior. Bend through the right knee once more. And then this time, we're going to walk the hands through center and then take a skandasana at the back of the mat. So left toe should point to the left corner of your mat at the back. Hips should sink to the left heel, right leg should be long. Hands can draw to heart, maybe on the ground. Trying to avoid locking out the right knee. Use the hands to help you up. Lift up the hips to the sky. Heels out, toes in. Take an inhale, hands should be under shoulders. Reach through the top of the head. Exhale, take a fold. Forearms can come down onto the ground. Maybe reach the fingertips to the back of the room, under the legs. Think about shifting the weight to the toes. And aligning the hips in line with the heels. Plant back through the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk the hands to the front of the room. Pivot the feet. Left hand down, right fingertips rise. All 10 toes should be pointed forward. Just take a little twist here. Plant back through the right palm. Step your way back, chaturanga, or downward facing dog. Next, inhale, left heel lifts. Knee to nose. Three-legged dog. Knee to left tricep. Three-legged. Knee to right tricep, then shoot the leg through fallen triangle. Right hand lowers. Three-legged dog. And then make your way into your wild thing if it's a part of your practice. Heels down, hips lift. Hug the left knee into the chest. Step the foot forward. Right knee lowers and tuck the toes. Heart drives forward. Exhale, half splits. Plant back through the left toes. Tuck the right toes. Lift the knee. Standing splits. Inhale, lengthen through the back. Exhale, Shiva squat. Twice more inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale, extend. Exhale to squat. Extend the right heel back. Left knee softens. Right toes touch down. Inhale, crescent warrior. Holding here. Left hand to belly, right hand to the low back. Warrior three variation. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Twice more, bend. Lengthen. Bend. And lengthen. This time just soften the front knee, step back, crescent warrior. And then right heel lowers, open yourself up, warrior two. Reverse, left knee stays bent. Staying here just for a moment to feel that opening along the left, long left side body. Lengthen the left leg, arms reach back out to the horizon. Right toes might wiggle in a little bit. Hip shift back. Trikonasana, reach as far forward as you can. Left hand down, right fingertips rise. Draw the left chest over to the right. Try stacking the shoulders. Left fingertips might lift off the leg, reach towards the right, or maybe to the front of the room. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Left knee takes another bend. And then this time, hands can come between the legs. Walk yourself back, Skandasana, transverse lunge. Right toes point to the back right corner of your mat. Left leg long, hips drop to the right heel. Hands can come to heart. Maybe using the hands to lift your hips back up to the sky. Heels out, toes in. Hands underneath shoulders. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold over the legs. Come into your wide-legged forward fold. Maybe take a different variation here. Press back into the palms. And then pivot the feet, walk the hands to the front of the room. Left hand rises, right hand stays. Just take a gentle twist over to the left side. Left hand plants. Step yourself back, high plank. You've got a chaturanga if you want it, and we'll meet in our downward facing dog. And let the knees fall wide, big toes draw together in child's pose. And softening through the elbows. Let the forehead rest on the ground. Maybe take a couple rocks side to side. Belly falls between the legs. And this time, reach the left fingertips forward, just enough to sneak the right arm underneath the left. Just coming in to thread the needle. Press the right shoulder, right side of the head onto the ground. And then unthread the right arm back to center. Thread the left arm underneath the right. Rest the left side of the shoulder, left side of the head onto the mat. Come back through center and thread the left arm. Press into the palms, lift the hips up to the sky. Just a downward facing dog for a moment. Right heel rises. Draw the knee to the nose. Three-legged up. Knee to right arm. Three-legged. Knee to left arm, and then kick the foot through. This time bend through the elbows, kind of like chaturanga arms, and then lower all the way down onto the right hip. Coming into a little stretch here. Try externally or internally rotating the left leg so that the left hip draws forward and right hip draws back. Try squaring the hips to your mat. You can stand forearms here. If you feel it in you, you want to come down onto forehead, maybe down onto the belly. Feel free. If it's too much, you can always stand hands, whatever works for your body. Notice any areas that are uncomfortable. Can you bring breath to those areas? This time we're just going to press into our hands. And however you get there, we're going to draw the right knee over to the right wrist. So shin doesn't have to be parallel, it can be a little at a diagonal. We're going to draw the left knee into the arch of the right foot. Inside edge of the left foot should be rooted down on the ground. So legs should be about 90-degree angles, both of them. Start to walk the hands over by the right hip. And then as you fold forward, walk the hands as you fold forward over the right shin. So getting deeper into the right glute, right outer hip. Come back onto the hands, here or elsewhere. Draw the left knee into the chest, and then cross the leg over the right thigh. Hug the right heel to the glutes. Inhale, lengthen through the right arm. Left fingertips can graze behind the hips, and then take a little twist over to the left. Back through center. Just a counter twist off to the right side. And then uncross the legs. Make your way to your downward facing dog, however you get there. Left heel lifts. Knee to nose. Three-legged. Knee to left arm. Three-legged dog. Knee to right arm, then leg falls through. And then bend at the elbows to lower all the way onto the left hip point. Internally rotate the right thigh to draw the right hip forward, left hip back. You can stay on fingertips and start to come down onto forearms, the forehead. Doing a couple wiggles of the jaw side to side. Releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Knock the hands back in. Next time you might need to scoot your hips a little bit over to the left and then use your hands to draw the shin onto the mat. And then draw the right knee into the arch of the left foot. Inside edge of the right foot planted. 90-degree angles of the legs. Walk the hands over to the left side. And then start to walk the hands to the front of the room. And then melt the chest down. Taking your deer pose. back onto the palms. Lift the heart up. Draw the right knee into the chest to cross the leg over the left thigh. Left heel draws into the right glute. Right fingertips behind the hips. Inhale, lift the left arm high. A little twist off to the right side. Inhale back through center. Counter twist off to the left. Just bow forward. And then lengthen the legs out in front of you. Flex the toes back to the face. Move any flesh from underneath the glutes. Inhale, arms lift. And then think about reaching from the sits bones to the low back, mid, upper back, all the way out through the fingertips. Fold over the legs. Release your grip. And then slowly lower down onto the backs. Using the core to get you there. Put the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. And then knees rock over to the left. Gentle supine twist. Gaze off to the right. Knees back to center. Lower them off to the right side. Gaze off to the left. And hug the knees back in. And then finding space on your mat, lengthen out the legs, lengthen out the arms. Close the eyes. Let the lips peel apart. You've arrived to your final resting pose. Allow your body to nurture here. Letting whatever shifts happen and whatever needs to unfold, unfold. Turning your attention to the sensation of your breath. When the mind starts to wander, you come back to counting the breath, or the sound or the sensation of the breath. Thank you so much for joining me. I invite you to stay here for however long that your body needs. 5 to 10 minutes. When your body feels ready to come out of your final resting pose, do so gracefully and with intention. The lights and love within me honors and bows to the lights and love within you. Namaste.